Happy and healthy altitudes to you. Hello, I'm Gary Giannetti coming to you from Healthy Altitudes, Colorado. Today, we're going to do a total body workout. We're going to start it out with a little bit of a warm up. We're going to go through a circuit of 10 minutes of 10 different exercises, all different combinations to make a total body workout. Then we're going to finish strong with a quick, hard hit cardio sesh where we're going to try to get a minute and 30 on each of those intervals. I hope you're ready. Grab a pair of dumbbells. You can get a heavier pair and a lighter pair, and you can change those weights as needed. If you want a chair, that's also a great tool that you can use as we get up and down, whether you want to get up and down off the floor, or if you want to modify it, you can get up and down off of a chair. Are you ready? I hope you're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to warm up by just taking our right arm across and our right leg out. So what we're working on here is a little bit of balance, a little bit of blood movement in our body, getting our muscles ready to exercise. We're going to do 1 minute of each of these exercises. Don't worry about coordination. Don't worry about if you can keep the moves together. Feel free to put on whatever music might make you happy. You can do that music thing while we're warming up. Play some music in your head, whatever it is that makes you happy. We're going to do 1 minute intervals here for this whole first circuit of 10 different exercises. We're also going to do 1 minute for our warm-ups. We have 10 more seconds on this side, and then we're just going to switch it to the left. 3, 2, 1. Let's match our feet, switch it to the left. So you're just working your left leg, left arm. Here, you're going to work on your balance on each side independently. You might have a more dominant side. We all do. And that could be with your legs, that could be with your arms, but it's important to focus on balance with both sides equally. We call that cross-patterning, and it helps you use your brain effectively on both the right and the left sides. So we're just getting that coordination, that movement. Blood is pumping a little bit. We've got about 30 seconds left to keep crossing over here, using your whole body to try to move. We're going to get up and get down on this next one. Got to get up to get down. Exercises of everyday living. And we call those activities of daily living, ADLs. So either use your chair. We're going to go for 1 minute. You can either sit down and stand up, or you can lay down to the ground, use your whole body, get flat, and then come back up however you want to. We're going to work on that for 1 minute. This helps with ankle mobility, ankle flexibility, knee mobility, and you can work your way up sideways. Research shows that if you can get up with your legs crossed, you will live longer. So you can Google that if you're into science and research. If you can get down using your whole body, that's equally important. So we're going to do these for 1 minute, and we only have about 15 seconds left. And so then we're going to do butt kickers and high kicks, my other favorite, to get our quads and our hamstrings loose. Good job. All right, so we're getting warm. Butt kickers. Let's just try to stretch out our hip flexors. You can just do these standing. If you want to make it more complex, you can throw in a running in place. Remembering that purposeful impact to your feet is good for your bone remodeling. And that's why we're doing this, right? To build our bones stronger, muscles stronger, joints, tendons, ligaments, all these things can get a little stronger by working out. Now, as you kick up, you want to try to stretch your hip flexors and your quadriceps, the front of your body. Okay, so real important to think of the purpose. 10 seconds left. Then we're going to do high kicks to stretch the back of our legs, our hamstrings. Hopefully you're all getting warm by now. Let's do some high kicks. Just alternate feet. Now pick a line on your wall and try to get both feet up equally high. Try to keep your foot on the ground if you can do that. So you're stretching your hamstrings, your glutes, and your low back, keeping your upper body tall. Now, if you're tight, it might be challenging to stay tall. 30 seconds left, but that's why we're doing this. Then we're going to go to our weights right after this. I hope you're warm. We're going to do an upper body exercise with a lower body exercise in combo for 1 minute. We have a series of 5 exercises that we're going to use. Okay, 10 seconds left. And we're going to grab those weights. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's grab those weights. We're going to do a bicep curl and a reverse lunge. So we're going to take it back and we're going to come up and curl at the top. We're going to take it back with the other leg, come up, curl at the top. Just keep your posture through those shoulder blades. Alternate your arms as you're keeping your shoulders back. All right, so also as part of our total body is our brain, right? I always try to bring fun facts to our workouts to keep our brain strong. Did you know that an NFL game usually lasts about 3 hours? And in that 3 hours, they move the ball for about 11 minutes. Think about that. You've already moved in this workout for more than half of an NFL movement game. We're going to go to a lateral raise and a squat. So your lateral raise, your arms are here, up, back down, squat. Up, back down, squat. Pinch your shoulder blades, up, down, squat. Okay, so you've got your knees out when we do those squats. If you have knee problems, you don't need to do the squat. You can just do that lateral raise, pinching your shoulder blades, or if you want to, go out really wide and just make it a small squat, real small, lateral raise. Okay, so you can totally adapt and modify to make it just a little simpler if that's what you're feeling today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tricep kickback and balance. So we're going to stand on our left leg. Bring that right leg back. Kick back that one arm. 30 seconds with your right arm without touching this back foot to the ground. Just try to kick that arm back. Now remember, you want to try to keep that weight behind you so you're using your triceps. Keep your neck long, strong and neutral. Balancing on that left leg with your knee soft. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. Bending your knee, ankle, hip for stability. And then that tricep extension on the left side. Pinching your shoulder blades, bringing your leg back so that it keeps your spine and back a little more neutral. We've got one more upper body, lower body combo here, where we're going to work our upper body and lower body together. We're going to do an upright row. So marching with our feet, we're going to row up with each arm. Pinch your shoulder blades. Lift your left, lift your left, lift your right, lift your right. If you want to go over to the other side, you can try to mix it up. If you want to do that, it's just a little harder with your weights. But you can't really go wrong however you want to do it. Okay, so you can choose. Just remember to pinch those shoulder blades. The fun thing about these workouts is that you get fun facts, we have some fun, and also very importantly, you can't get judged. Just try to keep your form. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's put those weights down. And we're just going to keep our heart going. So small circles with your shoulders. Pinch those shoulder blades and throw in some hops. If you don't want to jump, now you notice I'm not jumping high, but if you don't want to jump and you just want to do taps with your feet, you can regress it that way or modify it that way. Make it a little easier. If you want to throw in jumps, you can still tap your feet out to the sides. Hopefully your arms are feeling strong because we still have curls and presses with a squat if you want to add that in, and kickbacks and a side step and a row on all fours. Then we're going to take it to the core for plank and bridges. You can change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go back to our weights. We're going to do a curl and a press. So again, 2 exercises. So bicep curl, shoulders back, curling, it looks like that. Shoulder press, if you want to do that, coming up high. Now, if you have shoulder problems and don't want to lift overhead, just do a curl and then relax for a second and then do a curl again. You could also alternate your curls like that. That way you can kind of keep on pace. If you want to throw in your squat with this exercise, you're going to do that at the very bottom. It's going to look like this. Squat, curl, press, and let's go. For 1 minute, try to keep your form through those shoulders and keeping those shoulders pinched back while you get your squatting, your curling, and then that pressing. Now remember, you can alternate and throw in a hammer curl and a press with your palms in. That's even a little easier on your shoulders. You can mix it up. You got options. Isn't that cool? All right. How long does food stay in your stomach? If you know the answer, you can email it, or I'll just tell you, 6 to 8 hours. How about that? Isn't that crazy? It's a long time. All right. We have 10 seconds left. I'm getting warmed up now. We're going to go to kickbacks and side steps next. Okay, so we're going to step it over to the side, putting your weight to your little toe. Kick that arm back. Step it over to the other side, weight to your little toe, kick it back. Now, remember those kickbacks? We're here to here. Try not to let it come forward. That's too much shoulder, okay? So ready, set, let's go. Kick it back, relax your shoulders, long neck, kick it back. 1 minute, loading your weight with those legs bent. If you're a skier or either downhill or cross country or snowshoer, this is great. Or an ice skater, this is like that skating technique that you'll use outside. Or if you hit ice in Colorado in the winter. And so we're going to go about 15 more seconds with this one. And then we're going to keep all our weights. We're going to get back down on the ground. Again, if you have knee problems and want to use your chair, you can do the rows with your chair. We're going to take it down to the floor for 3 more. Then we're going to repeat this whole circuit again. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Keep those shoulders and traps relaxed. Let's take it down to the ground. Bring your weights with you. Now, if you're here on the ground, that's great. If you're on the chair, put your weights this way if you need to. All right, what we're going to do, try to pull your belly button through your body, engaging your core. Cat-cow stretch here, pelvic awareness. We're going to pull up with our right arm, bring it back down, pull up with that left arm. Pinch from your shoulder blades and use your lats, the muscles under here. Okay, ready, set, let's go. We're going to go for 1 minute, alternating those sides. using your back, your upper back, not your low back. Pull your belly button through your body so you're using your abs and your low back for stability, but not rowing with your low back. Great job keeping your neck neutral. Shoulders are strong and neutral. We have about 30 seconds left before we take it to a plank while your arms and shoulders are good and fresh. Now remember, you can do the plank on the chair too if you need to modify it. That's why we have that chair. All right, about 10 seconds left. And then just put your weights off to the side. Remember, when you move your weights, you don't want to twist. You don't want to lift and twist. We do want to do it with purpose. So, moving our weights to the side, use your whole body to get those weights out of the way. If you want to use your weights as handles to keep your wrists neutral, you can hold on to those weights as well. So you'd be like this. 1 minute of plank, pulling yourself in, tilt your hips and pelvis to crunch your abs as you pull in. All right, hollowing out your abdominals. You can stretch your calves here. You can throw in a mountain climber. This one's easier to do too with a chair if you're doing a mountain climber. And if your wrists bother you, just make a fist or use those dumbbells. Or use a chair where you can hold on to the sides of the chair, and that'll help too. The other option is to just bring yourself right down here to your forearms and take your wrists right out of the equation. Okay, so you've got that option too. Just think, you've already been moving longer than an NFL player. Isn't that cool? I hope you feel good about that. I feel good about that you've been moving for longer than an NFL player. Let's go ahead and come out of our plank. We're going to flip around. We're going to do some bridges for our glutes and our low back. This is the last one in our 10 exercise series. So we're going to get that big lift. Come up and down. Up and down. Big squeeze. So you're squeezing your glutes, your low back, and your hamstrings. Now remember, the part of this that's important is this top part of the movement where you're lifting up high to get that movement. All right, I'm going to let you guys think about this fun fact for the next one. What national landmark in the U.S. moves backwards more and more every year? Let's see if you can think of that one. I did not know the answer to this one. Keep going to about 10 more seconds for our bridges, and then we're going to get back up, and we're going to go through this whole circuit one more time, just to get stronger, keeping our body living a little longer. There you go. Nice job. Let's go ahead and get up. So to get up, let's go ahead and use your ankles, use your legs. Try to bring yourself in. Get a good stretch in your back if you want to. Try to bring your hands back behind you. Bend those knees. Bend those ankles. If this is hard to do, work on ankle stretches. All right. If you have questions on those, shoot me a message. I'm happy to help you come up with ideas to increase that range of motion. Let's use our legs to pick up our weight again. And we're going to do those curls and reverse lunges. I'm going to do this as a hammer curl this time. So back with that leg, up, curl. Alternate sides. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, just go a little bit faster, but keep your alignment and your good technique. So your weight is on your heels, and you're pinching those shoulder blades, trying not to use your neck and traps, rather trying to use your biceps, quads, and hamstrings. So getting our biceps, quads, hamstrings stronger, we'll be able to lift things longer. Good job. Keeping those alternating movements going. Long, strong, neutral neck as you keep moving. Did you think of the answer yet of what it is? All right, we're going to go to lateral raise and squat again. So pinching our shoulders, little squat, up, lateral, squat, lateral. Keep your core strong, keep your neck long. Pinch the shoulder blades. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls moves backwards every year by about 2.5 feet because the rim gets worn down. That was an interesting one to learn. Here we are. You've almost moved more than an NFL athlete in 2 games for today's workout so far. 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to go to our tricep kickbacks with our balance in mind. Notice how I'm pushing my knees out with these squats. That gets the glutes to work more. And that's what we want to do whenever we squat. All right, triceps and balance. So on your left leg, let's just get that little kickback with your right arm. Working your stability, neutral neck, and then pinching and squeezing at the back. Okay, that's the key. That back part of the movement. Extending your leg. 5, 4, 3. We're going to change sides. And 1. Let's change. Other side, right on your right leg, using your left leg to kick back. And that helps your extension out of your left arm. So weight is loaded to the outside of that right little toe, keeping your alignment and your balance. We're going to do our little upright row next with our marching in place. So here you're really trying to just squeeze the back of that movement. All right, marching. So we'll get our feet going, however you want to do that. And then pulling up. So either up, or alternate. Gets me thinking a little bit here, where I have to really think about how I'm doing it. When you alternate, you're lifting the weight with that opposing leg as well. And that's just another little variation in how you can do it. I plant that weight right on the quad. You're kind of lifting it to get a little more resistance as you do it. We've got about 15 seconds left. Remember to pinch your shoulder blades back so you're staying tall as you row with your cervical spine, your neck, head, those shoulders. All right, we're going to go to that jump rope again. Remember, you don't have to jump high, or you can just do those side steps. Let's put those weights down using your legs. Get those arms going, and then we'll throw in some little hops. Now remember, side steps, totally cool, but little jumps. Now, I often hear people say, oh man, jumping makes me have to pee. Yeah, I said it. That's why this is good. Pull your belly button tight. Work on those pelvic floor muscles through planks, through bridges, through core exercises. Those are the muscles no one wants to talk about, but you got to keep working them to keep them strong, just like the rest of your total body and your brain and your heart. That's so important. So don't just give up on training those muscles. Switch directions 30 more seconds. Keep training those muscles. Keep working out. Keep staying fit. Not for a New Year's resolution, but for your life. We're going to go to curl, press, and squat next. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. You guys are rocking it. I hope you feel good. It's always good to move. All right, so remember, curls, presses, and you can throw in that squat if you want to, okay? Ready, set, let's go. Getting 1 minute of these to keep our total body strong. Push your toes out. Again, if you have knee problems, you can still do a small squat. All you do is just come down, up, squeeze your glutes. Get those glutes stronger. Get those quads stronger. By not doing squats, you're not going to get stronger. So by doing small movements that are knee friendly, let your hips bend, you're going to get those muscles a little stronger. And then the muscles can help take some load off the joints. Now, if you have arthritis and things like that, that's understandable, and that happens, but you can still try to move a little bit to keep the lymph going through your body, to keep your muscles staying strong. Also, do what you can do, what your body allows you to do. Listen to your body. That's really important. Kickbacks and side steps are next. Okay, so again, that small kickback off to the side, kick it back. Off to the other side, kick it back. Okay, 1 minute. Getting the weight to the outside, your little toe, push your knee out so that you're doing these with good form. Okay? Lighter weight, more reps and faster is totally okay as well. And that'll make it more of a cardio workout to keep efficiency in that total body workout. And sometimes that's all it takes is a little efficiency and a good plan to fit in a quick workout, even on those days you don't feel like doing it. And that's why we're doing this as we are today. Fit it in while you can, and then you're going to feel better when you're done. So we're going to go to rows on all fours next, or on your chair. All right, so keep those weights handy. Rows, again, using your legs. We're going to come down to all four. Neutral wrists, so your wrists are on your handles of your weights, straight. Pull up with the left, and then the right, and the left, and the right. We're going to go for 1 minute. Keep your neck long. If you want to use that chair to get off your knees, you can do that too. That chair will also come in handy when you do a plank. So if you're doing them with the chair, you'd be in here, alternating arms, just like we were doing on the ground, just with that little bit of a modification. If you want to make it harder, you can come up into a plank and do them like this. We call it a renegade row. Be a renegade. All right. We're going to go to just a straight plank next. So again, if you want to use those weights, you can either turn them in or have them out. We're going to go for 1 minute, or to take your wrists out of the equation, come down to your forearms. Ready, set, and let's go. Hold that plank. Again, for about a minute. And then we're going to go straight into our last set of glute bridges after this. So again, with your plank, tilting your pelvis backwards will make you use your abs. Hold your core tight, pulling your belly button through, tilting your pelvis. We have about 20 seconds left. You're doing awesome with this workout. I hope you feel good, building strength for your life, holding steady. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, we're going to just slide those weights out of the way, and we're going to get our last set of bridges here, glute bridges. If you want to do one leg at a time, you can do that. I'll tell you when we hit 30 seconds, so you can just switch legs. Remember, it's about getting this top extension. Let's get a big lift up and down, up and down, getting that squeeze in your glutes and your hamstrings, maybe your low back. This is our second set. You've done a solid 25 minutes of exercise here. So totally using your body, building that strength through your core, as well as our brain with our fun facts. Let's switch legs. You have about 30 seconds left on the other side. After this, we're going to wrap it up with our cardio intervals For 1:30 each, we're going to grab a ball, or you can just do it with body weight. We're going to get some wood choppers, and we're going to get some ball squats, and then a clock lunge. And that'll be our finish, our strong finale for our core, as well as our arm strength and stability. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. So getting up, let's use our whole body. Get that stretch through your shoulders. Get that stretch through your arms. Use your ankle mobility, knee mobility. Practice those stretches. Let's get a ball. If you have a fit ball and want to use it, you can. If you don't have a ball, you can just push your hands together to use those shoulders. Our goal is going to be to get our feet out nice and wide. For 1.5 minutes, we push into the ball, come down, come up, squeeze those glutes, tilt your hips and pelvis, down and up. We're going to go 45 seconds here, up and down. Crunch your abs, long flat back. Then we're going to go 45 seconds side to side, using our glutes and our balance more than our quads and our core. So getting to work on this for about 20 more seconds. Ankle mobility, knee mobility. Yeah, the whole shebang. And don't worry, I still have one more fun fact. I know you might have been wondering, where'd the fun facts go in the last few minutes? Well, I got another one for you. All right, so side to side now. Now we go out to each side. Okay, so keep squeezing that ball. So you're using your shoulders. Load your weight out to your little toe. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And if you have a nice wall, we're going to use that for ball squats on the wall next for 1.5 minutes. So shoulders, get a good stretch here in the back as you reach across. And then those glutes and hammies help do the work here to get your balance. Yeah. Happy day. Happy day. All right. How fast does a bee flap its wings per second? That's a good question. I didn't know the answer to. I'll tell you while we do our squats. Take your ball, find some wall. Don't stall. Stay tall. That's all. All right, now the key is putting your feet out about shoulder width apart. Your weight is on your feet, okay? So if that ball slipped or popped or moved, you'd be good. You're using your feet and your legs and your core. You're going to come down just a little bit and up. Neutral long torso, all right? Up and down. Now, if you want to make it a little harder, you can just unweight a foot as you come up. You could unweight a toe. You can also lift up a foot. Be careful with that. But you could do those as well. We're going to go for another 1:15 minutes. So if you want to play around with these, you can. This is also a good one because your knees stay behind your toes. You can make it smaller. You can make it bigger. You can go wider. And some of those variations will take pressure off your knees and help you build strength in your quads, hamstrings, glutes. Assess your ankles. Are they moving on this? Hopefully a little bit. You're doing great. We only have one more exercise after this. We're going to do clock lunges, and we're going to go 45 seconds in each direction. And then we've gotten some good cardio. Now with this, if you want to make it harder and more cardio, you just go faster. Up and down. All right? Keeping your upper body long and strong. About 10 seconds left before we go to those clock lunges. Now, if you want to use weight on your clock lunges, that's going to get your heart rate higher. Thumbs up for higher if you want to do that. All right, just make sure your ball is out of the way. We're going to grab weights if you want to use them. And remember, with clock lunges, your goal is to push off your heel. So you have that tall posture. Coming in, push off your heel. Going counterclockwise with that left leg. Make sure your ball is out of the way. Using your left leg, loading to your little toe for 45 seconds one way, you'll probably get about 12 reps. You can imagine a clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It doesn't work as well with the digital clock. All right, a bee flaps its wings 230 times per second. Did you know that? I didn't know that. You learn something new every day if you open your mind. Let's switch directions. Right leg clockwise. What about a fly? Do you think a fly moves faster or slower with its wings than a bee? I didn't know the answer, but I will now tell you 200 times per second for a fly. Fitter, faster, smarter, and stronger. That's what we're doing. Kind of like a bee's wings, a little faster than a fly's wings. You're doing great. Coming all the way around for your strong finish. All right? You just got a total body workout in with fitness that's going to help you build some flexibility, strength, mobility, and heart strength